Tonight, when the sun goes down, you will do something that should terrify you. You will close your eyes. You will lose awareness of the world. For nearly 8 hours, you will become slower, weaker, and unable to react. If a predator appeared beside you, your chances of survival would drop instantly. So why would evolution ever allow such a dangerous behavior? For billions of years, survival belonged to the creatures that stayed alert. Yet every bird, every mammal, and every human willingly enters a state that looks almost like helplessness. Sleep seems like nature's greatest contradiction. Scientists have asked this question for centuries. In 1953, researchers Eugene Aserinsky and Nathaniel Kleitman discovered rapid eye movement, better known as REM sleep. Their discovery transformed our understanding of what happens after we fall asleep. The sleeping brain is anything but inactive. In many ways, it becomes busier than when you are awake. Your memories are sorted. Your immune system gets stronger. Your brain removes waste that built up during the day. Your emotions are quietly reorganized. Sleep is not time lost.
It is maintenance. Without it, the human brain begins to fail surprisingly fast. In 1964, a 17-year-old student named Randy Gardner stayed awake for 264 hours, more than 11 days, during a carefully monitored experiment. At first, he simply felt tired. Then he became forgetful. Soon he struggled to speak clearly. He imagined things that were not there. His brain could no longer tell reality from illusion. The experiment revealed something extraordinary. Food can be delayed. Water can be delayed for a short time. Sleep cannot. But another mystery remained. If sleep is so essential, why did evolution make it happen when we are most vulnerable? Imagine standing alone on the African savanna 200,000 years ago. The sun disappears. Darkness spreads across the grass. Lions begin to hunt. Hyenas start searching for food. Every sound becomes a warning. Logic says you should stay awake. Instead, your eyelids grow heavier. Your brain insists on sleeping. Why?
The answer begins with something early humans discovered long before science. No one survived the night alone. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer societies found that people rarely slept at exactly the same time. Some adults stayed awake later. Others woke before sunrise. Someone was almost always alert. This became known as the Sentinel hypothesis. Instead of every person guarding the camp, the group protected itself naturally. No schedule was needed. Different sleep patterns overlapped. Anthropologist Dr. David Sampson and his colleagues studied the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the world's last hunter-gatherer societies. Over many nights, they recorded when people slept and woke. The results were surprising. At almost every moment of the night, at least one adult was awake. Sometimes several people were. Not because they planned it, because human sleep naturally varies from person to person. Some people are night owls. Others are early birds. That difference may be far older than modern life. It may have helped our ancestors survive. But sleep does far more than protect groups. It repairs the body itself. While you sleep, growth hormone is released. Tiny muscle damage begins to heal. Cells repair themselves. The immune system produces important defensive proteins. Meanwhile, something remarkable happens inside your brain. In 2012, neuroscientist Dr. Maiken Nedergaard helped reveal a hidden cleaning system called the glymphatic system. As you sleep, spaces between brain cells become larger. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through the brain. Waste products are washed away. Among them is beta amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's disease when it builds up over many years. Your brain performs its deepest cleaning while you are unconscious. It is like a city sending out garbage trucks after midnight. The streets appear quiet, but the most important work has only just begun. So every night, your sleeping brain is protecting your future self. Yet another mystery remains.
If sleep keeps us alive, why do we sometimes fight so hard against it? Modern life has changed the night faster than evolution can keep up. For almost all of human history, sunset meant darkness. Darkness meant rest. Then humans invented artificial light. Suddenly, the brain received a confusing message. It looked like daytime, even when midnight had already passed. Inside your brain is a tiny group of cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It acts as your internal clock. Light enters your eyes. The signal travels directly to this clock. When darkness arrives, your brain releases melatonin. Melatonin does not force you to sleep. It tells your body that night has begun. Bright screens can interrupt that signal. Your brain delays its normal routine. Sleep comes later. The next morning feels harder. Researchers have repeatedly found that chronic sleep loss affects far more than energy. Reaction time slows, memory becomes less reliable, decision-making becomes poorer, emotional control weakens. Even one night of insufficient sleep can noticeably reduce attention and performance. That is why doctors, pilots, firefighters, and other safety-critical workers carefully manage fatigue. Sleep is not simply comfort. It is part of human survival. But there is something even more remarkable. Every night, almost every person on Earth performs the same ancient ritual. Rich or poor, young or old, every culture sleeps. Every language has a word for it. Every civilization has depended on it. For hundreds of thousands of years, humanity has trusted the darkness enough to close its eyes. Not because the night became safe, but because the cost of staying awake became even greater. The greatest danger was never sleeping. The greatest danger was living without sleep. So tonight, when you switch off the light and your eyes slowly close, remember that you are not becoming weak. You are allowing millions of years of evolution to protect, repair, and prepare your brain for another day. Sleep is not the moment your body stops working. It is the moment your body begins its most important work.